That's what I want to sing. I kind of freestyled the verse. And Jay went in and he just started flowing out his verse. We just kind of had a party. See all the shit that I heard. No, I sling Clint Eastwood. Hope you handle this curve. Eastwood. No, handle this curve.
Enough to end his career.
Turn now to another win in court for Sean Diddy Combs. A federal judge dismissing a sexual assault lawsuit against the hip-hop mogul, citing the plaintiff's failure to file a complaint under her real name. Combs has denied all wrongdoing.
And joining us now is ABC Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky and ABC News contributor and attorney Brian Buckmeyer. Gentlemen, good to see you both. So, Aaron, we'll start with you. Tell us exactly how this case got dismissed.
Well, it's as simple as that. The judge said that the presumption is when you file a civil lawsuit against somebody, the defendant has a right to know who his accuser is. So at some point, she was not going to be allowed to proceed anonymously. The only thing we knew about her in this case is a New York woman who says she was sexually assaulted and violently hit by Sean Combs sometime around 1995 at a party for a Biggie Smalls video. And the judge told her at some point you're going to have to say who you are. She refused to do it by the deadline the judge set, and so the judge dismissed the case.
While the cases against Diddy are being dismissed, Jay-Z is being dragged through the mud.
A new Diddy accuser claiming he was sexually assaulted, raped, and humiliated at a freak-off party in Miami, and that other big stars saw him in rough shape. TMZ is all over the story. Branson Quirk joining us live. Now, Branson, let me get this right. This new Diddy accuser is basically claiming he was sexually assaulted at the freak-off party, and he claims that other celebrities were there as well.
Yes, exactly. In this lawsuit, it's important to note that
This lawsuit, filed by a man named Joseph Marzano, lays out a bizarre and shocking set of allegations. Marzano claims that in April 2015, he woke up in a mansion owned by Gloria and Emilio Estefan, with no memory of how he got there. He further alleges that he was then led through a tunnel to Diddy's house. Jay-Z and Diddy both rose to fame in the rap industry around the same time, becoming major figures by the late 1990s. However, in 1999, Jay-Z was involved in a high-profile stabbing incident. On December 2, 1999, an altercation between Jay-Z and music executive Lance Rivera took place at the Kit Kat Club in New York City. During the incident, Jay-Z stabbed Rivera and fled the scene. He was later charged and, in October 2001, pleaded guilty to third-degree assault, receiving a 3-year probation sentence. Jay-Z's history of violence has been well documented. The rapper turned himself in the night of the stabbing, leading to his arrest at Midtown South Precinct. At the time, his attorney issued a brief statement: "He's not involved in this. Period. He was at the club, that's my only comment. He wasn't involved in this." Despite the statement, authorities pursued the case, ultimately leading to his guilty plea.
Stabbing at a trendy party.
Kimberly Richardson is at Midtown South right now. Kimberly.
Well, Rosanna, just a few hours ago, police here at Midtown South arrested Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z. The rap star voluntarily turned himself in here at the precinct earlier this evening. Now, Carter is being held here in connection with that stabbing fight that erupted at the Kit Kat Club last night. But just a few moments ago, Carter's attorney had this to say.
He's not involved in this, period.
He was at the club?
That's my only comment. He wasn't involved in this.
So it was someone else that did the stabbing and the hitting?
I didn't say that. I said he was not involved in it.
Now, Slovis goes on to say that at no time was Jay-Z hiding from the police, that they were in touch with cops all day and that they're trying to resolve this as gentlemen. But as Mike Sheehan shows us, others say they've seen the dark side of Jay-Z.
I have my faults. You know, I'm not a perfect person.
This is not just a one-off incident either. Jay-Z's competition has been disappearing suspiciously ever since he stepped into the industry. Every person that Jay-Z has a beef with somehow ends up dead or quits the industry. Is this really just a coincidence, or is Jay-Z the one behind their disappearance?
Like I said, Biggie died, Tupac died, and then there was the fight between who was the top rapper now, Nas and Jay-Z, and then the next thing you know, Nas has a nervous breakdown and he's taken out of the game, and it's all Jay-Z.
It's all Jay-Z.
It's all Jay-Z. And he was working with R. Kelly, and they were making so many records together. You know, they made all of those records together. They both fucked Aaliyah. They shared so much in common. You know? And then there was a falling out. And that's like it never happened.
Around the same time that Jay-Z was pleading guilty to stabbing, he was also allegedly grooming minors. Jay-Z was rumored to be dating Aaliyah in 1999, and afterwards, when reports came out that R. Kelly was sexually abusing her, Jay-Z never distanced himself from him. Eventually, when Aaliyah did die in a freak accident involving a plane she was drugged and placed on, Jay-Z was connected to that too.
Jaguar Wright told us that Jay-Z was worse than Diddy. And we're going to go ahead and deep dive this Jay-Z and Diddy connection to show just how deep this might actually go. The one thing I can't stand is seeing these photos of Jay-Z and Diddy with Aaliyah. It makes me sick to my stomach. We know that Diddy and Jay-Z have both been friends with R. Kelly for years, and Jay-Z continued to make albums with R. Kelly after all the information came out with him and Aaliyah. And I'd say this is because Jay-Z was pretty comfortable with the fact that he knew he also wanted Aaliyah, and honestly, so did Diddy. And Aaliyah's death has never sat right with me. There are so many sketchy things around her death that just don't make sense. The fact that Aaliyah was given a substance and knocked unconscious and then was carried onto this plane that she didn't want to get on because she thought that something was wrong with it that led to her death is just crazy. There's also even more disturbing information about Aaliyah's pilot of that plane, and they said that he had just joined the program 2 days prior before the flight, and he wasn't even supposed to be the pilot on that flight.
Aaliyah was sitting in a taxi as her team and the flight crew argued nearby about whether or not to take off, and she complained of having a headache. Now, reportedly, a baggage handler nearby said that someone from her entourage gave her a pill. She took the pill, and that right after she fell into a very deep sleep. So deep, in fact, that she was carried onto the airplane still asleep.
Jay-Z's list of victims doesn't stop here. After getting rid of Aaliyah, Jay-Z set his eyes on another target, Beyonce. When Jay-Z started hanging out with Beyonce, she was 17 and he was almost 30. Beyonce herself has said that Jay-Z was the one that taught her how to be a woman. Imagine a 30-year-old teaching a 17-year-old how to be a woman. Disgusting.
He taught me how to be a woman. He taught me how to live. He taught me how to be a friend. You've given me so much in life, and this is not enough. It's not enough I can give you. I just want you to be happy, and every year I'm even more in love with you, and I want to spend every day of my life with you.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. No, those fucking trophies. Those fucking trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that? Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he ain't show up.
No, he has like 20 now.
Hold on.
He had like 18 since he's been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong. At the same time,
he got some shit. He's like drinking. His pictures with him fucking thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
Absolutely, he's been treated differently.
The accolades. Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
Right? You were connected to the biggest.
Jay got it for the music. Jay got it for the music.
You didn't see.
He deserved those.
I'm sitting there, it's like this. Like
Jay-Z's career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Right? And you go prior to that, one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association, like you see their kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing.
Right.
They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys and shit. So it's like they give them this trophy so we secure that they're coming to the award show. It meant that much to the culture that they just gave them the things that.
Even after getting into a relationship with Beyoncé and getting rid of Aaliyah, Jay-Z wasn't done with minors. In 2005, Jay-Z signed Rihanna. Jay-Z auditioned Rihanna alone in his hotel room at 3 a.m. And according to Rihanna, he threatened to throw her off the roof if she didn't sign the contract. There were rumors that Jay-Z was cheating on Beyoncé with Rihanna, and allegedly, Beyoncé knew it was happening. At the time, Rihanna was 18 and Jay-Z was 41.
But Jaguar has been warning us about Jay-Z. Jay-Z has now had an official lawsuit. It's everywhere. It's now being talked about louder than ever. I guess, does that give you some peace to know that people are finally really questioning this man?
It's emboldening me. I spoke on Piers Morgan. I said that I had 3 victims that I've been working with, victims of the Carters, that were ready to come forward. This might help them feel a little more confident now. So this is great because he's been evading. But the thing is, everyone in the backdrop knew that he was the celebrity John Doe. Everybody knew that. They knew it when I did Piers Morgan.
Is Beyonce Celebrity B?
I hope to God not. But she was around. And she's very... She's got enough on her plate. After everything that happened with the election and everything that's happening right now, I'm not going to dump on that woman. She got better fish to fry.
Well,
what I will say is that her husband, she knows exactly who he is.
Yeah.
She knows. She knows. Rihanna was trafficked to Def Jam.
She was the innocent baby when she came over here. And look at her now.
14 going on 15 years old. Flown over without parental supervision in a private plane by a man who was supposed to be a producer who auditioned her at 3 a.m. in the fucking morning in a hotel room. Auditioning at 3 a.m. in the morning, a 14-year-old girl. She was flown to another country. She was taken to Def Jam headquarters. She was left in a conference room alone with Sean Carter for nearly 6 hours alone with no parental supervision. Her father collected a $500,000 check. She has the fastest inked deal in Def Jam history.
So tell me about your audition with Jay-Z. Tell me what he said to you.
A really good audition.
Yes.
But before I met him, I was so nervous. I was shaking literally. But the moment I walked into the office, the atmosphere was so warm and welcoming.
You had to sing a cappella for him?
Yes, I had to sing. I sang Pun Replay. I sang another ballad from the album last time.
Yeah. So then what did he say to you? He said something to you.
Oh yes, he said, we don't sing songs here, we sing artists. And there was this little pause, and I was nervous. But then he said, and we're interested. And there was this sudden feel of relief.
But then he said something about a window and a door or something.
Oh, then he said, you did the homework.
I did a lot of homework on you, Miss Lady.
He said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
So you was like, where's the pen? Where's the paper? I'm signing.
Yeah.
Allegedly, Beyonce's sister Solange knew what Jay-Z was doing, and that's why she fought with him. She wanted to get Beyonce away from Jay-Z. Jay-Z is finally being exposed now for everything he did. And just a few months ago, he was named as a defendant along with Sean Diddy Combs in a horrifying sexual assault lawsuit. The lawsuit alleged that Jay-Z raped a 13-year-old girl in 2000, along with Sean Diddy Combs at an MTV Video Music Awards after-party. The girl, who was referred to as Jane Doe in the lawsuit, allegedly had proof of the encounter and was even willing.
Celebrity A and Celebrity B, a man and woman, as being present for and even Celebrity A participating in the alleged assault. Well, now Celebrity A has been identified as Jay-Z, who has adamantly denied anything like that ever happening. He is very, very clear on that. In fact, he has accused Tony Busby of extortion, saying that Busby's attempts to get celebrities to pay out huge sums of money in exchange for not being named in civil lawsuits with what he claims are false allegations amounts to blackmail. In fact, Jay-Z is believed to be the John Doe who just recently filed a lawsuit against Tony Busby anonymously, claiming extortion and intentional infliction of emotional distress.
A leaked phone call from prison proved that Diddy was in contact with Jay-Z, and the two were in it together.
Do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'ma need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah. Did Jay reach out yet? Nah, Bob. He ghosting. What the f is this motherfucker doing? These things sweet now because I'm in here. It's all good. You about to get out on bail. No. Hey, yo, check this out. Need you to reach out to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know there's a release date for that new Netflix movie. Alright, Pop. It's crazy right now. Everybody out there quiet as a motherfucker, huh? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We gonna let them have their little fun, but I'm still gonna have the last laugh. What about all these lawsuits though, Pop? Ain't none of them getting shit. I ain't worth nothing. Ain't got shit in my name anyway. Don't even worry about it. Bunch of money hungry.
Diddy has tapes of everyone who came to his freak-offs, and he thinks that he can blackmail Jay-Z into helping him out. The tapes that Diddy recorded are being sold on the dark web now, and it's only a matter of time before Jay-Z's tape comes out into the spotlight.
Well, considering that the is selling his own God evidence that would put him in jail against him on the dark net to the highest bidder, why would he sell evidence of his debauchery and savagery? Why would he sell on the dark net his tapes of just terrible? Wanna know why? Because he doesn't intend to stand trial.
Is he protecting people, or are people protecting him?
Oh no, he's selling it because he needs the cash. The last freak off tape that just got sold on the dark net, which I know because I monitor, went for $500 million. It had multiple stars in it. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna,
Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Drake. It was a really interesting night in Calabasas, and he just sold that footage.
It's all about the money. They saw what he did to Cassie. With the kicking, the punching. They saw what they did to Cassie. They know that nobody in America liked that. So now, these people are represented by a brand. Whether it's something about the music, clothing, movies. They're not gonna come out and speak on nothing that has anything to do with them. And they praying that they not on the tape doing crazy stuff, being oiled up in the whole 9 yards. They praying. So until the feds say, hey, yo, listen here. We got you on, hey buddy, we got you on this tape, and girl looked like she was pretty young. We're not gonna show it, but we need you to come and testify against Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, you know, Sean Combs. That's when they're gonna start talking. And they're not gonna be talking in his favor. When the feds come to them and show them what they got on tape.
Everyone in the industry knows what kind of person Diddy and Jay-Z are. They went to Diddy's freak-off parties knowing everything.
Throw little and you don't throw out allegations, but like you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way? Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up?
I don't got that shit in my past.
Everybody got a little bit.
Look,
like, not that it's real enough.
I took a pill, but it was for me to perform better. For her to remember, buddy. I didn't fucking give her a drink so she forget what the fuck happened. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Yes, I took the drug. I gave me the fucking drug to perform. So she can remember and possibly love me for that.
Did it work? Did it work?
What the fuck? This is, yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. Like, I'm pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, this is the opposite of normal shit that we're talking about, bro.
That is why. I don't know why it's so hard for people
so
just
for
to
people to feel like you
weird.
would have something, or you would have reserved energy because you feel like you was doing it too. This is people that are looking on separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues, and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Wait, what does that mean?
They think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right, and when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on the outskirts that is not involved in hip-hop culture could think that everybody in hip-hop culture is with that shit.
Jaguar Wright, a person who actually worked with Jay-Z during the same time that these allegations came out, says that everyone who was close to Jay-Z knew that he was involved with Diddy in covering up everything that happened. Jay-Z is the real criminal, and he was using Diddy to run the entire thing, so he would never get caught.
Why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere. Forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop. Beyonce is losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything, just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say so?
I mean, probably not, considering she's gonna be indicted for anything she was saying. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there.
Speaking out against Jay-Z doesn't come without risk. And according to Big Homie CC, Jaguar Wright needs to be careful about what she's saying.
Brody writing for Al Green. Take me through them not wanting to let her in the club. She showed up to a place. Some of the people in there was loyal to some of the people she was speaking out about. They wouldn't let her in. And she wasn't going for that. She started setting it up. She started bugging up on the guys. They had to call the police on old girl. Oh, bro. Jaguar Wright get wild, bro. And if something happened to her,
Is it her place to speak out? Probably not, considering that anything she says could lead to legal consequences. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. But speaking out against Jay-Z comes with risks. According to Big Homie CC, Jaguar Wright needs to be careful about what she says. She has been vocal about the music industry's dark side, and her bold statements have already put her in dangerous situations. Recently, Jaguar Wright reportedly showed up at a club where some people inside were loyal to the very figures she has been exposing. They refused to let her in, and she wasn't having it. Things escalated quickly. She started making a scene, and eventually, the police were called. Jaguar Wright is known for being outspoken, but as tensions rise, concerns for her safety are growing. She also recently appeared on Piers Morgan's show, where she made more bold claims. However, Beyoncé and Jay-Z were quick to respond, allegedly sending Piers Morgan a cease and desist letter, forcing him to publicly apologize. This situation is becoming increasingly dangerous for many people involved. When high-profile figures are exposed, things can take a dark turn. We've seen situations like this before. This is when people start turning up dead. Meanwhile, rumors are swirling that Beyoncé might be considering leaving Jay-Z. Insiders claim that after years of alleged cheating, grooming, and abuse allegations, Beyoncé has decided that enough is enough and is preparing to file for divorce. Some even predict an official announcement in 2025. As one of Beyoncé's biggest fans, I have to say, she is incredibly strategic about her public image. She is meticulous about what she posts, who she associates with, and how she is perceived. With the weight of these allegations, it's hard to imagine her standing by Jay-Z's side much longer. Last night's Lion King movie premiere, which was a big moment for Blue Ivy, seemed to give off a "let's stay together through the holidays and figure out the divorce in the new year" kind of vibe. With Jay-Z's past resurfacing, old allegations gaining traction, and his ties to Diddy under scrutiny, it seems like his empire may be starting to crumble. Could this finally be the moment that brings down one of the music industry's most powerful figures? And if Beyoncé really walks away, what does that mean for Jay-Z's legacy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Is Jay-Z finally facing the consequences of his actions, or is this just another case of the industry protecting its own?